What's going on, guys? It's Logan. I'm here with my amazing co-host.
Brayden Noble.
And welcome to Actors
Actors
POV,
POV.
baby. Episode 7, I think we're on now, bro. Look at us, bro. Who would have thought? Who would have
We're
thought?
killing it. We're killing it.
Not me. No, it's good to be here, man. It's good to be here. It's good to see you again, dude.
As always, brother.
It's good to see you, man. Wait, we didn't see a movie this, or no, we saw Scream. What am I talking about? It feels forever ago. Right?
Yeah,
We say
no,
this every
right?
time, but I guess because we're doing it on a Monday, we're filming this on a Monday night, not a Sunday night. It's probably what it is, and we're kind of all over the place. But we had the Oscars last night, which is, I guess, we're gonna segue into what we're gonna be talking about today, man. We got the Scream 6 review, which is gonna be super interesting. I can't wait to talk about that. Spoiler, by the way. And then we're gonna dive into some acting news.
Acting news.
Yes, sir. And then we're gonna do an Oscars reaction where we go through each and every category and talk about just talk about it, man. You know, see you, because I have our predictions as well. We're gonna see who was right about what, who we, you know, we'll react to who actually won, because we don't agree with a lot of it, as always, and it'll be pretty fun. So it'll be exciting. But yeah, how you feeling today, Brayden? How you doing, man? I think last episode you were sick.
Yes, I was. I was still coming down with some strep, but no, I was actually doing pretty good. I went to the beach earlier today, and I was supposed to see a friend, but his flight got canceled, so that was unfortunate.
Oh,
But you know, everything happens for a reason. We're here now. I'm doing good. How are you, man? It's good to see you.
yeah, no, I'm doing good. I was thinking about going to the beach, bro, but I know, was it bad? Is it packed?
It Where we went, we secluded ourselves. So like in the areas it was packed, but where we were fine. But it was really nice, but it was like storming like crazy
Oh
today.
yeah, bro. We had the spring showers, which got, what is it,
Mhm.
second day of spring, and they already came in, which is really
Yeah,
funny. But I missed the rain, dude, because there was like 2 weeks where we'd had no rain. Remember that?
I know,
It was
right? It was so
dry.
hot.
It's bad.
Yeah, yo.
But yeah, we finally got some rain, dude. It was raining pretty bad today. But I was thinking about going to the, dude. I gotta show you our spot, dude. We have a spot in Melbourne nobody goes to. I'm not gonna
Yeah, let
tell
me
you
know.
guys though. Everybody
Would have to
watching
be a
right now,
vlog.
yeah, ain't gonna be telling y'all, man, because I don't want to, hype that place up, bro. Nobody goes there. It's empty. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, I love it, and you can kind of see people like way in the distance, but you're just by yourself. Which shark attacks, you know what I mean? You kind of hide in the odds of getting attacked and stuff like that, but it's worth it,
Yeah.
bro. You don't gotta deal with people and their music and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I'll let you know, dog. I'll let you know. But yeah, man.
We'll be
So
talking.
I'm here. We are here.
I'm here.
We start every episode like that now. And we're gonna dive into some Scream, man. We saw Scream on Friday. I know
Was that
Mr.
the
Bradley
day?
Noble, huh?
Was it the day after it came out? The day it came out?
We saw it on Friday, right?
Yeah.
So it came out on Friday, but they had the previews on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
So we saw it on Friday, man. Mr. Bradley Noble here isn't like the biggest Scream fan. He's seen some of the Scream movies,
Mhm.
but hasn't seen all of them, and even he really enjoyed it. And then you have me, who is a diehard. I wouldn't say I'm a diehard Scream fan. I love the first Scream. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. One of my favorite movies of all time. It's in my top 10. But the sequels I enjoy, but I don't really go back and watch them like what I do with the main 3 slashers and Friday the 13th, Nightmare, and of course Halloween. So you're gonna have 2 different kind of approaches from this, 2 different perspectives on someone who approached it like a normal, slasher film, and someone like me who it's like my baby. You know what I mean? I care a lot about this franchise, and I kind of saw a lot of the little things that they did and the things that they did with the characters, the callbacks, stuff like that. And in this big movie, which was a requel, or not a requel, a sequel to a requel. It's kind of all over the place. It's kind of crazy. But in this film, there's a lot of callbacks to every single sequel before this. With the different masks and everything. So it was really fun for me, dude, and I had a really good time with it. But yeah, we'll just kind of dive into the review, man. We'll start out with our little, 1 minute, 2 minute summary, and then we'll dive into pros and cons. So yeah, I'll go first, and I'll let you kind of formulate your thoughts, Brayden. Now, this is a film that when it first got announced that they were going to be doing a Scream 6, I was not excited for it. I'm not a Scream 5 fan. I actually did my franchise ranking on my YouTube. It's Logan, so go check that out.
Go check it out.
And Scream 5 is my second least favorite Scream movie. I'm not a fan of it. It's not great. I wouldn't call it bad, but it's not good either. It's a very bland movie, and this movie just literally took everything that Scream 5 did right, brought it, and then kind of left everything that they did wrong. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what you need to do with the sequel. You know what I mean? You build off the success of the one previous, and you get rid of all the bad stuff that was in the previous one. And that's what this movie did. Ramped it up. Everything from the brutal kills to the characters. It's a really, really good film, man. And it never slows down. It's just one thing after another. I mean, you're sitting there throughout the entire film. Your heart's at like 110, 120 the entire film. Your heart's pounding, your blood pressure's up there.
Yeah.
But with that being said, there's a lot of problems with it, which I didn't really we talked a little bit about this, but there are some on here I haven't really mentioned with you yet. But there are a lot of problems with it, whether that's the character decisions, whether that's the fact that you have guys that are like Swiss cheese still getting up and walking around, stuff like that. There's a lot of problems with it. But overall, it's a really good Scream movie, and I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I've seen the original Scream, and I haven't really seen many of the other ones after that. So kind of going into this, like Logan, I have another friend who's very involved in like Scream franchise, and they really like it. So I kind of went in with like the idea it's gonna be a really cool slasher. It's gonna have a decent story, just because I know they were amping it up and they were kind of tying everything in. And that's actually what we got. So like going in, I'm pretty sure this is the highest kill count from the entire Scream franchise.
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because I saw the exact number. It's 19 deaths. That's a spoiler.
Whoa, should have been about 25, but hey.
It should have been 25. That's a con that we can agree on. We've talked about. We'll get to that. But I thought it was super awesome. Like I love a good slasher, and it was so dope. Every kill was unique and very well done. And it was kind of like we talked about this first time you kind of see a double action of like the two Screams tag teaming, and I didn't know that, so it wasn't as like maybe nostalgic for me, but I still thought it was so dope. I was like, what the hell?
And they wiped the blade at the same time. Oh, I was
flipping
out,
so
dog.
Cool, so cool,
man, yeah.
But like, it was just like it was a nice slasher, but it was also a thriller at the same time. You were always on your toes. I really didn't know who the killers were at all. Like I mean, like I had a gist of maybe like one, and we can get to that. Yeah, but like not the other two. Not, to be honest, not really. I didn't really, and like the story that ends up coming out, didn't expect it. So no. I'm gonna overall say I went in there with not a low expectation, but an expectation that this is gonna be a cheesy slasher, and I was pleasantly surprised that it was more than that. And I recommend anyone who hasn't seen it, you should go see it. It's a good film.
For sure. I'm the same way, man. It's a beauty. It's definitely a beauty for sure. So yeah, those are kind of our little summary, man. I guess we can. What should we do? Should we do pros or cons first? What are you thinking? Because I like literally have probably.
Let's go cons, man.
You go cons. Okay, sure, we can go cons, man. We're gonna start it off negative, baby. Let's get
it off negative.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll just kind of start with a couple of mine, man. Mm-hmm. And we kind of feed off one another here. The biggest con in this movie for me are the decisions that these characters make. Now, Brayden knows this too. He loves horror movies. And, when you're watching a horror movies, especially a slasher, characters make dumb decisions. That's what happens. That's always what happens in these films. But oh my God. I mean, there's stuff in this movie that me and Brayden both looked at each other a couple times. We're like what the hell are you doing? Bro? Like why? You know what I mean? No like person in the right mind, even in a situation like that, will make that decision. Let me go ahead and just kind of name off a few, because I have three that I wrote down. Number one,
it's haunting him.
Yeah, dude, the cop that is revealed as Ghostface, the main kind of guy behind it, the dad.
Yep.
He has a fully loaded gun, and I talk about this in my franchise ranking. A fully loaded gun at the end, and runs toward Sam. What are you doing? Shoot her. You have a fully, and she doesn't have a weapon in her hand. What are you doing?
He's acting like he's got a bayonet rifle. Like he doesn't.
Bro,
He's got a fucking pistol.
I get so mad every time I talk about this. I know everybody watching and everybody listening, you can tell. I genuinely don't understand. Like, okay, I know why the
It's
writers
one of the
did
first things he looked. He just looked over and he was like, "Why did he run at
it. Dude,
her?"
you have, and maybe I thought I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't have any bullets in the chamber. He shoots his gun when he gets to her, and she like hits it out of the way. Like, oh my god, bro. I mean, some of the dumbest decisions I've ever seen. Then you have, Sam and Jenna Ortega, the two girls at the end. Oh, there you go. Okay, sorry, I had a little lag there. Jenna Ortega and Sam, the two sisters at the end, they sit there on the benches while on the steps of the little stage or whatever, while their friends are bleeding out.
Bleeding out, and they're like, "We'll
Hey,
get help."
yeah, we'll get help, but let's go ahead and have a 5-minute conversation about our lives.
Where's the help?
Yo,
Where's the help?
and then the characters survive. The characters survive.
Yeah, that's one of my
Oh
biggest
my
cons.
god, dude.
It's probably my biggest con.
Yeah, man. I didn't understand that at all. So, and then another part too that I didn't understand was Gail Weathers. For some reason, she decided to go into a closet and get a gun. Was able to call 911, but still went out of the closet and into a room where Ghostface can jump at her from 20 different directions. Why not sit in the closet and wait? And I guess the big argument is, oh, well, she wants to end this once and for all. Has that worked for anybody else in the past? I'm just saying. Has that worked for any? No, it hasn't. Okay, they've all died. All right, same thing happened with Dewey, your ex-husband. Okay, so why would you want to do that?
You think you're gonna 1v1 this man
that's
right
what
now?
Yeah, and also
You
in
just
that
murked
scene,
your husband.
also in that scene, doesn't care about her boyfriend or husband that's laying on the ground.
Murked him.
These characters don't care about other people. Brayden, I don't know, bro. And then one more too, and then I'll let you say one of yours.
Yeah.
Why don't, like, when a Ghostface is on the ground, knocked out for a second, and doesn't have a knife in his hand, why not jump on him and shoot him in the head? Why not? If he's on the ground, when we talked
take
about
him
this.
out.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
And there's so many moments in this movie, and this isn't every Scream movie though, so you can't really fault this movie for that. This happens in every Scream movie. They're on the ground, knocked out, whatever it is. Either unmask them, figure out who it is, or shoot him in the head, kill him. I don't know, something like that. Don't run away. I don't understand it. Or don't look around the corner and then come back and he's gone. Like, oh my god,
yeah,
dude, that gets me. Yeah.
Every time.
So stupid.
No, I mean, my points are very similar. Like, I think the biggest con for me in this movie was the fact, like, there was too many main characters that they kept alive. You ruin the emotional availability of a viewer when you pull at our hearts and you get us so connected to a character and then you take them out and now we're hurt. We're hurting. We're grieving for them. But then you tarnish that. The moment I see them come out on a stretcher after getting shot in the face 3 times and stabbed 40 times in the chest, like,
dude,
and when it happens amongst 3 plus main characters, it's like there's no risk, at that point I didn't feel like anybody's gonna die. You know what I mean? I have no fear of any character dying when I see somebody get shot and stabbed 50 times. You know what I mean?
Now I will give him this. They killed off Dewey in Scream 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, you have this, remember the core 4, the 4 kids?
The core 4, yeah.
They literally all got stabbed multiple times, right? But now we know. It's like, yeah, you killed off Dewey, sure. But now I just feel like you just killed off Dewey just to show that you're not scared to kill anybody off, but more as a distraction to the fact that you're keeping all these other characters alive, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I worded that terribly. But then you don't kill Gale off. Like, where are we going with this? Like, do you want your characters to live or die? And why kill Dewey instead of killing Gale?
Who's fan favorite. And like, that's the thing. And this is like, because you have Gale, you have Chad, and you have Kirby, all who were put in situations where they should be dead. Like, there's no Gail, like, and then they like that's how they get you with Gail because she called the cops and they just came in time and she has a
Oh my
weak
God.
pulse. I
Yeah.
literally looked over at Logan. I'm like, she's not dead, and you're like, no, bro, no. And they're like, she's got a weak pulse, and it's like, dude, why? Why do you do that? And then Chad and Kirby, same thing we were just talking about. Bro, this man literally both Ghostface have him grabbed by his shoulder. Sink, 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 sink. Bro gets rushed out on a freaking stretcher and starts making out with Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, she pulls his mask off and she starts making out with him.
Okay. Yeah. By the way, it's a slow motion montage of about 10 seconds of from both
Dude,
ghost faces.
at least 30 stabs to the chest.
Dude, at least and we
He's coughing up blood.
dude, me and Brayden talked about this. Yeah, literally. Me and Brayden talked about this. We both said, okay, yeah, you would drown in your own blood. That's a whole other conversation. But me and Brayden talked about this. We're like, look, there are, listen, people get shot multiple, 50 Cent, right? People get shot multiple times. People get stabbed multiple times, but they sometimes survive. But when it's every single character that survives situations like that, it just gets unrealistic. People do survive situations like that, and I've seen people online try to defend that. They're like, oh, well, this person got stabbed 30, 40 times. Someone actually did get stabbed like 40 times, bro, and they survived it. But it's like, okay, but will that happen to 4 people
Yeah, right.
in the same situation?
Yeah.
Like, that's where it gets weird, man. So, yeah, no, I agree. They just didn't kill anybody off. Literally, didn't kill anybody. Did not kill the person that we thought died was a fake death. What are we doing?
A fake.
Right? I mean, I guess the
Comes
one
back in
girl
the
that,
end and
that
then-
fell off the alleyway, which we'll get to in the pros, she died, the Asian girl. But other
Yeah.
than her, who died?
But then you're right. The daughter, it's like, that's not even, like, you can't predict that's the killer because we watched her die.
Which I hated. Oh my God, I hated that, dude. That is another con I actually have on here is you have to, like, look, you have to obviously not make the killer or the killers super, super obvious, but you got to let the audience try to guess. And that's what Scream 1 did perfectly. Billy gets arrested and the killings are still happening. Nobody was thinking, oh, there's 2 killers, because that just wasn't in our brains yet. We didn't see a Scream movie. And so we kind of pushed him off to the side thinking, oh, no, okay, Billy's not the killer anymore. But with this movie, so Wes Craven did it in a really, really good manner. Now, Wes Craven isn't directing these movies anymore. He passed away in 2016, I think. So he's not involved with it. And he was the master at whodunits, in my opinion, or that mysterious kind of effect. And Brady, you need to watch 2, 3, and 4, which is the other ones that he did, and you'll see the same thing. They don't live up to Scream 1. I thought Scream 4 did a really good job with it. I think they're probably the second best at it. I've kind of like shown you kind of given hints to who the killer are, but not like being too obvious with it. But this movie just didn't do that, and these past 2 movies didn't do it well. And there is a mystery aspect that I really enjoyed, which I'll get to in the pros. But overall, the killer, who was the killer type of thing, just wasn't executed really well, in my opinion.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it just kind of felt like they didn't really establish that throughout the movie, so they just kind of threw it at you at the end, which I didn't really like. Because sitting there, I looked at you and I was like, what? Like, what the hell is going on right now, dude? Like, how did this happen? Because throughout they never were connected at all throughout the whole thing. I mean, the dad and the daughter, but then you find out he's like a long lost son, and like that was just so unexpected. And it's not like you said, I just feel like I don't have like a smile on my face when I'm like, it was so unexpected, because I don't feel like it was like a fair, like a smooth transition. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like all 3 of them pop out like fucking Spider-Mans, and I was like, what is going on right now, dude?
Yeah.
It's like a whole cult popping out.
Yeah.
So I mean, but at the same time, that is a pro in its own way. You know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword.
Depending on how you look at it. No, I get that, man. And that's like with Scream 2. Now, all the Scream fans watching this review and listening to this will understand. Scream 2, Stu's mom is the killer. Now, you don't know that this lady throughout the entire movie is Stu's mom. So when it's revealed it's Stu's mom, it's like, oh. but we didn't have anything to piggyback off of the entire film. You just kind of throw it at us last second, which a lot of people love that reveal and love that film. But those are two of my, from Scream 2, Mickey and Debbie Salt, I think her name was, Stu's mom. They're two of my least favorite characters or killers because there's no build up to them, if that makes sense. But no, so I don't want to get too off topic, but no, Brayden's 100% right. You didn't really feel it and just kind of felt like it was in your face. Now you might like that surprise, you might like that surprise effect, but for me, this is not a good thing, but I like to compare it a lot to the original just because the original did it perfectly. And I kind of put it on a scale of how close it was to getting to that whodunit factor that the original had, and this movie just really wasn't there. It was better than five, but just still wasn't there for me.
And I think, this is where it's like the double-edged sword. Like, I think the concept was a good idea. I just think they could have like transitioned it better. You know what I mean? They could have smoothened it out and sprinkled more things to kind of like, you know what I mean? You just kill a girl off and then like then she's automatically a killer. And then this kid, he's like, yep, y'all predicted it. I'm the nerd. Y'all were saying it the whole time. Like it would have been cool if it was the two P, because you and me thought it was her name Mindy? Chad's sister?
I was set on Mindy.
That would have been, I mean, maybe that's a little too obvious, but having Chad been one of killers, like that could have been really cool. I just think, you know, like I said, I think it was a cool idea. They could have implemented a little more Easter egg and kind of made that surprise a little bit more of a pop, you know?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you there. And let's see, any more negatives I have on here? Let's see. So yeah, I guess the last negative is actually, do you have any more negatives before I read my last one? Because it kind of goes into the pros.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't really think I do.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll kind of, I'll do this one. This will transition into the pros. The daughters, oh no, I got one more. How did the kids get the artifacts? The Richie from the Scream 5 that was the killer. He owned all of those different like props and stuff from the first couple films and the first couple like killings. How did he get all those? They said, "Oh, well, the police loses evidence." That was the reasoning for a 20-year-old kid getting all of these different all this evidence, this police evidence from some of the biggest murders in this universe. How?
Yeah.
I don't care if he's a big fan. If he gets a knife, if he gets a mask, whatever. My boy had like all 9 killers in their robes.
That's where they could have implemented like a Stu thing. I think that's another negative I have. Like, I think they could have sprinkled some more Stu in there, like Easter egg, because they hint to him on the drawing board, and they're like Kirby and them don't think he's dead. Kirby, I'm pretty sure it was Kirby and Gale having the conversation. Like, they don't think he died. Yeah. And it's like, at that point, it would have been perfect to have Stu be the one. That would make so much sense on why he would have all of that. If you want to like do a little more storytelling, like, but with Richie, of course, I didn't see the 5th one, but like you just establishing him for the first time, and then like they bring that idea back that he's the one who collected him and his family. It's just like, who's that, dude? You know what I mean? Like,
who that is?
Who is this guy?
Let's see. Was that 2 episodes that we didn't have that? And now it's back. Love it. It's gonna make its episodic appearance.
Yeah.
But no. So and that's another thing we were talking about too, man. Well, this actually goes into my next con kind of pro. It's really a pro. I don't know why it's my cons. So the daughter's body, right? That was faked because she was one of the killers.
Yes.
How did the cops not know it was fake? Did they pay the coroner? What went all that? Because it's a fake body. Which
fooled everyone.
Which, it's a terrible logic, but if that is the logic, Stu's death could have been faked even more. It makes even more sense, bro. So because once again, listen, if you guys want to know my whole theory on it, I've talked about it plenty of times before, but I think Stu's alive because he's the only killer that's never been shot in the head or, killed twice or whatever. Only the TV fell on his face. And he was actually originally supposed to be in Scream 3. He was always meant to be alive. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So I think that now you have such an easy opportunity to say, just like what we did with the girl in Scream 6, with faking the body and the cops going along with it because maybe the dad was obviously part of the police, so maybe he had an in with the coroner or something, right? Which does happen. Look at Stranger Things. Remember the government and Will's body and all that. So it kind of goes with that's the first thing I thought of. So that just shows that Stu could have did the same exact thing. Now, how does that go with Stu's mom being the killer? Because her whole motive in Scream 2 was her getting revenge for her son's death. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Obviously, Wes Craven had an idea. I wonder what that idea was. Maybe he faked his death from everyone, most of everyone, even his own mom. But whatever it was, let's put all that to the side. They have an open door now for Stu, and I was telling you, bro, I think Stu could be friends with the Mooney guy, the main cop, the dad of the killers. They're around the same age group. They're in their 50s, right? 40s, whatever it is. They be in their 40s, or early 50s. Which is perfect. That guy could easily be late 40s, early 50s, and so could Matthew Lillard and Stu. So yeah, man, I'm with you 100% there. I think that they just, even though this would have been the perfect time to bring Stu back with all the old artifacts and stuff, I think that whole conversation, God, I don't know what that, conversation? I became C-bum there.
Are we Mike Tyson?
What if up, YouTube?
What is what is up, everyone?
But no, we love you, C-bum. But no. But when Gail and Kirby were having that conversation, whoever was having a conversation, I did look at Mr. Bradley Noble and I went, you know what I mean? I was like, my boy, it's time. So I think Stu's going to definitely be back in Scream 7, and it is going to be awesome. So we'll kind of move that into our pros. Brayden, you want to kind of start with a few, my boy?
Yeah, man. My first pro, honestly, is like the kill factor. Like, it was honestly super dope to have it was a really refreshing slasher, I have to say. I haven't seen, it was a lot of kills. Now, of course, I wish someone was one of the main characters, and that kind of like tarnishes it, but a little bit. But like the killing scenes were super dope, and the shots of Scream were always like, I loved the ladder scene when she's climbing, and you literally like see him break the door down, but like you see it from her perspective, you just see him walking in the background. He just goes to the door and just fucking opens the window, just super cool. And then I don't know, I really liked the killing scenes a lot, and just the killers overall, like even like the knife scene that you were talking about earlier, they were on sync. Like everything just felt so sharp. You know what I mean? I love when movies.
No pun intended. Yeah.
No pun intended, baby.
Pun intended.
Cut like a knife. Yeah.
No, I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Yeah, the kills were really, really fun. I had a good time with those for sure. They were really brutal. When especially the I don't know if you remember the grocery store, the gas station scene or whatever.
Yes.
He goes in there. He don't care, my boy. He went in there with eight people. Dude. Remember the one guy, the bald dude that tried to step up to him, stabbed him real quick.
What the hell are you gonna do?
Dog took the shotgun, shot that dude in the head. I was like, God, bro. I mean,
yeah,
Ghost, dude, he was bad, and yeah, the suspense in those scenes too.
I wonder which one of them it was. Who, like, if it was the son or the dad? Or,
there's a guy, yeah. There's a guy. His name's Zach Cherry. He's on YouTube, and he does like the Who Killed Who series. It's actually really cool, and he put a lot of thought into it.
Dope, dude.
Scream 1's the easiest because Wes Craven literally had an idea of who was under the mask for each and every kill. But as you go on, they not every kill is explained, but Scream 1, literally every single kill, you know who it is by the way they're holding the knife and everything. Like, dude, Wes Craven in Scream 1, dude, look into like how specific that movie is. You see Stu and Billy like talking to each other throughout the movie in very subtle ways, like stuff like that, bro. The movie it's brilliant, dude. Like you have to really watch those kind of like breakdowns to really appreciate the movie for what it is. But
that's super dope.
Yeah, his name's
that sounds super cool.
Look it up, man. His name's Zach Cherry. He even did like the opening with Drew Barrymore in Scream 1. He did he did a thing where like where were the killers? Where was Stu and Billy throughout that entire scene? He was, wrapping around the back, putting the dead body in place. Who's at another area? Like, dude, he went like super nerdy into it. Cool. It's really cool. Yeah. So go look him up, Zach Cherry, and everybody listening and watching, go do that for sure.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was really cool. A lot of good moments there, and just seeing three killers was really interesting. We've never had three killers before, I don't think. Nope, never had three killers. So that was cool. It was really cool to see. I'm assuming the Mooney guy, the cop, was wearing Billy's mask, the old one. Because remember, the other two were using the regular white ones, the newer ones. So he was using which means he attacked Gale and stuff, which, is cool. And one thing I enjoy about it too is it's very believable that not very believable, but it's more believable than some of the other Scream movies when it comes to, these people actually being able to kill people and go on a murdering spree. Go watch Scream 4. Scream 4, it's fallen down on my ranking a little bit, but I love the movie for what it is, and I love the killers. But they're both like 5'4", 130, probably like 130, 120. There's no way that there's no way. There's no way.
There's no way
that if they're 5'2", 5'3", running around
just
murdering
stop.
people.
Please.
Listen.
Please.
I mean, just stop it right now. Take a step back.
Close the door.
Close the door. Open your door.
Open the door.
And so that is one thing I enjoyed about this movie is it was a little more believable than other Scream movies. So I did like that. And yeah, the two ghost faces at the same time, man. I looked over at Brayden and he was just kind of sit there and enjoying it. And I was like, bro, you don't know, man. You don't know. And then they
I
wiped
was
the knife
like, this
at the same
is
time.
so dope. And then he's like having the fan moment.
Yeah, dude. So no, I had a really good time with that. And I just want to go through a couple of these pros real quick that I really liked. Exciting movie throughout, especially with the opening. I mean, me and Brayden were both sitting there like, wow, you're revealing the killer that early on? Like, where are you going with this? We were both sitting there, and I was like, dude, there's like 14 different directions to go with this movie. Where are you going to go with it? And it did not go the direction I thought at all. With him getting killed, in the opening sequence. So, one of my favorite openings, they didn't go with the typical, someone's getting killed in the opening. It's like something totally different with you actually seeing a ghost face, wannabe. And it was a really cool sequence, man. So really good opening for sure. And the entire film throughout.
Little dorks.
Oh man, it was really good, man, and the pacing throughout was really fast paced, but it was perfect for a requel sequel, which requel sequels are usually the most gory and the most crazy, and that's what this film was. So I had a good time with that. And then the characters overall, man. Brayden, when you watch Scream 5, and I know everybody watching is going to agree with me, Scream 5, the new characters weren't really that interesting. They were okay. They were watchable. You could enjoy them, but you didn't really feel attached to any. And a lot of those same characters came back to Scream 6, and they all were amazing. The writers this movie was very character driven. I know Brayden can agree with that. From watching the movie, absolutely. They really focused on the characters, especially with Sam, seeing her dad again, but really diving deeper into that with her being like this, is she a murderer? What's going on with that? Seeing Jenna Ortega, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, she might be a little crazy. And seeing Jenna Ortega's character, even the core four overall with Mindy and Chad, those two, their character
core four.
Weren't they great? The chemistry was really, really good.
Yeah.
I like that. So they were bouncing off one another.
Yo, what was with Sam not trusting her boyfriend, bro? That man, dude, he threw it all on the line, yo.
He stood in front of the guy. Remember we were talking about that?
Almost took a stab. Had it been the killer, would have died for her. And he's trying to come, and she's like, You're not with us. You're not a core 4 member.
Yeah. I knew he was too big of a red herring. Like, I knew he was way too big of a red herring, and I was like, he's not going to be the killer. Mindy and Chad were really, really interesting characters. And even that, little, people call it cheesy and kind of stupid, but, even, their little conversation that they're, having about, the rules and everything. I remember they're all sitting in the circle in the park or whatever, and Mindy's kind of going through all the rules and everything. Her uncle, Randy from the first couple Screams, he kind of played that role. So it was cool to kind of see her take that on. And people called it really cliche and stupid, but that was one of my favorite parts of the entire movie, and I had a really good time with it. It was a horror movie nerd really diving into everything just like her uncle. So it was really cool to see that, and I thought that was really well done. And my last big pro I have with this is not having Sydney in this movie did not have any effect at all. I was nervous about that. The first Scream movie without Neve Campbell and Sidney Prescott. and they got rid of her. And this isn't not in a negative connotation, but they got rid of her in the best possible way by just saying, yeah, she's wanting to be with her kids and get them in a safe place. And that's all we needed.
Smart.
You don't need anything else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely
They didn't
smart.
try to overdo it. They didn't try to do anything crazy. They were really simple with it and effective. And I wasn't even thinking about Sydney at the end. I don't know about you, but I had no thought of Nev Campbell in my mind, which is just a big testament to the writers and producers, directors, all of them, man, and the actors and everybody involved with this project that kept us engaged throughout the entire movie.
The character-driven quality that we were talking about.
That's what I'm saying. And exactly what we were talking about. The characters were really interesting. The core four was really cool. And that's why they need to get rid of Gail, and she needs to die, because I'm as much as I love Courtney Cox, your character is terrible.
Your character is just your character's just bad.
Yeah, I can't stand Gail, man. And,
No,
and
she
people
just-
love Gail. People love. I don't know how. I loved her in Scream 2, but after that, she was trash.
I like her character, but it definitely feels like she definitely like gave me the vibe like because she's been around so long, she's in like got that plot armor. You know what I mean? Like that whole scene, like I just got so much plot armor vibes.
Well, apparently she's not gonna die anyway. So hey, it's okay.
She has the plot armor.
Yeah, she definitely does.
I was right.
Yeah, you're right, my boy. So yeah, that's one thing. I do want to say that they need to move on from the legacy characters, but I think they're going, or at least you would be able to move along without the legacy characters. But we're going to see Stu and Nev Campbell come back in Scream 7, and if they don't, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. So, a final battle between Stu and Nev, bro. Oh my god.
That would be, oh my god.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about Scream, man. You ready for our final ranking, baby? Our rating?
Our final ranking.
Yes, sir. So, Brayden, I'll let you go first.
I'm going to hit this one on a high note, and I'm going to go 8.8.
8.8. That's a good one. That's nice, bro.
Yeah, man.
I like that. Yeah, no, I'm with you. I was going to go 8.6 on this one. Even though there's a lot of problems with it, the third act is awesome with the 30-minute killer reveal and all the fun stuff they throw at us, dude. It's one of my favorite Scream movies, and if you want to see where it ranks on my entire franchise ranking, like I said, go to my franchise ranking on my YouTube. Go check that out. And when Brayden watches these movies, eventually we'll do a ranking too.
We'll do a ranking together.
Yeah. Once again, I'm really curious to see where this movie will rank on our 2023 movies list, man. I really enjoyed it.
Dude, I'm so excited for that.
I'm really excited for that.
I do. I liked it a lot, and I actually really enjoyed, like, I want to go back and watch. Like, I looked at you, and I was like, I really want to go back and watch all of the other Scream movies now, and I was super interested in, like, the plot and the story after that. Like, that's how you know you've done your job right. Yeah. You guys did your job right.
You did it right. No, and you're going to appreciate this movie a lot more, too, for sure, when you watch these old movies, man. 100%. But, yeah, 8.8, 8.6 out of 10. You guys let us know if you're watching on YouTube what your ranking is down below, your thoughts, your pros, cons, whatever it is. Do you agree? Do you disagree?
We appreciate you.
That's what I'm saying. We do love you, bro. We love you, man. We love you.
Your comment's cute. What can I say?
Make sure you guys give this video a like, comment down below, like I said, all your thoughts on this video and the stuff involved. And if you're new, subscribe, hit that little bell notification so you're notified every single time we post. See y'all. All right, man. Back to the potty. Yes,
back to the big boy potty.
We have acting news, baby. Brayden, give our acting news intro real quick. We need to hear it.
Bam, 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 bam. Hello, everybody. This is Brayden Noble and Logan Allen with Actors POV. Acting news coming your way. Thank you for joining us here. Logan Allen, can you start us off with some acting news?
No. So yeah, we got we're gonna actually start off with the Scream. Now we're on a Scream train. The box office for Scream, bro, $44.5 million domestically, 22.6 million internationally, and 67.1 million worldwide. The budget was 35 million, right? I think 35 million. Yeah,
yes,
we looked it up on the drive home.
Yeah.
No, so look, they already doubled their budget. I mean, that's unreal. That is unreal.
Unreal.
I mean,
Yeah. It's
good
gonna just
stuff
keep
by
getting
them,
more.
and it's just gonna, like you said, bro. That second week's gonna tell us everything.
Hey, they got
Um,
enough money for Nev now.
yeah,
Yeah,
dude, you think they have enough from that Scream 5, but no, yeah, now they definitely
right.
have enough. They have no excuse. Pay her everything she wants, man. Especially with Matthew Lillard, because Matthew
Yeah,
Lillard wants to
right.
come back, man. He's been talking about that. So, and Matthew Lillard's amazing. We both love him, so we
Dude,
need
what
more
a
Matthew
goat.
Lillard, bro.
We need a little bit more
Oh,
Lily in my life.
scoops. Yep.
Like
Um,
Soink Scoop.
the next one we have is we only have two other acting news segments, man. Not too much going on because the Oscars, I think, overshadowed everything.
Yeah.
A Quiet
That's the
Place,
news.
the prequel.
Oh, dude, the cast looks amazing. I was just telling you
Yeah.
that.
I don't know. I forgot the name of it. I should have wrote down the name, but it's called. I don't know what the name is, but it's a prequel to the Quiet Place. Is it Beginning? I don't know. Or the first day.
I know what you're talking
the
about.
first
Yeah.
night, something
The first,
like that.
Yeah, it's like the first day or something like
Yeah.
that.
Out March 8th, 2024, and I'm going to read off some of the cast here, and I am so sorry to everybody's name I'm going to butcher because I'm terrible with names. Joseph Quinn, bro.
Dude,
from
I
Stranger
saw that.
Things 4. It's cool to see him in a different role, man.
Yes,
It's going to
man.
be cool. Alex Wolff, which, dude, I don't know if that's the same Alex Wolff from Jumanji and Death Note. You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? And Hereditary.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yes, no, it is.
That's the
I'm
same
so
guy?
sorry. It is.
He has a
It is.
beard now?
I looked at his
Oh my
Instagram and I
God.
was like, "What the heck? No freaking way! It is.
That's
It
a
totally
grown
is.
man, man. Dude, he's like I didn't even
Grown man
recognize it, but
now.
I know the name Alex Wolff. Dude, he has a
Yes.
full-on beard, bro.
I didn't recognize him either, and then
Oh
I
my
clicked on his
God.
Instagram. I was like, "No way! This guy's the
Dog.
kid from Hereditary." That's right.
That's really
I loved
cool.
him in that.
Yeah, really good actor, man. Lupita Nyong'o.
She's from Us.
Yes, she's from Us
Yes.
and a few other ones.
Okay.
And then Djimon Hunso, from he was in a couple movies. He was in the Shazam movies. Which, by the way,
Really?
I don't know. We haven't really decided this, bro. But I know Shazam: Fury of the Gods comes out Friday, so I don't know if you want to watch that.
Hey,
for the potty next
let
week.
me watch the first Shazam this week, and I will go. And I'm down, and
All
we
right.
will be there.
Yes, sir.
Square like SpongeBob SquareBoy.
Oh, Square Boy, SpongeBob
Square
boy.
boy.
So yeah, that's gonna be pretty exciting. Dude, I have not seen the first two Quiet Places. Have you?
I've seen the first one.
Is it good?
Oh, dude, it was.
I love John Krasinski.
Dude, he's so smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's such a
Chin.
good director.
Yeah, he directed it too.
Yes.
Yeah,
dude,
man.
he's
Wasn't Emily
so
Blunt in it
smart.
too? His wife and everything? Oh, dude, I
I'm
gotta
pretty
get
sure
to it,
she's
man.
still in it. Like she was in the second one.
Oh, bet. Sweet, man.
Wait, yeah.
I
Go any further than that. I was like, did I just fuck up there?
Yeah. Second one. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, and I guess I'm excited for A Quiet Place prequel. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of them. So next one we have is which we actually had a conversation about this, the No Hard Feelings trailer with Jennifer Lawrence out this summer.
Yeah.
It's a new comedy Jennifer Lawrence is in where she has to screw this kid, but he's unscrewable. This is what she's doing now. Yeah, we listen. It looks funny, but the concept is so bad. It's so dumb.
You were in like the Hunger Games, and now you're like,
which we talked about.
Porn.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
It starts out. Yeah, it's really weird, dude. So we'll probably watch it. Make it just to kind of. We haven't done a comedy. Yeah, we haven't done a comedy.
Yeah.
If you want to call, I guess if you want to count Ant-Man as a comedy, but that's Marvel.
Doesn't Murder Mystery come out?
Yes, Murder.
I was like,
is that
yo.
wait, hold up. I'm gonna look up when that is.
We need to watch that, dude. We're Adam Sandler fanatics. Adam.
So Murder Mystery.
Join the boys.
Murder Mystery. Yeah, March 31st is, or I believe, was it March 31st? Yeah, March 31st. So right at the end of this month. But dude, so Murder. You know how like you put on a movie to go to sleep sometimes. Murder Mystery was my go-to movie for years because it came out in 2019.
Really?
So like 2020, 2021, that was my movie to always put on to go to sleep. So I probably seen it like over 200 times.
Actually,
it's a really good movie. It's a really, it's a good one.
Adam Sandler is one of the goats, bro.
He is.
No doubt in my mind.
He is. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what the story's gonna be. It doesn't feel like Murder Mystery is a movie that needs a sequel, but hey, it's we'll see how it goes. I guess it's Adam Sandler.
It's good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. See how it goes. But yeah, that's it for acting news, man. Do you have anything else that you heard about or anything? Or are you chilling?
No, I think that's all I really sent you this. Like we were just sending us like each other like the
Yeah.
same post back and forth.
That's
Trying
exactly
to
what I
think of
do when I'm
anything
getting my
else.
acting news segment ready. I just go to our DMs on Instagram and just
Yeah,
take
no,
stuff for
I'm like
that.
we both send each other stuff. We're like, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So yeah, acting news, baby.
acting news.
Now, the segment that me and Brayden are super hyped
The
for,
Oscar
bro.
boy.
The Oscars reaction. So we're gonna go through each. I think we did two categories we did not do.
Hmm.
But other than that, we did we predicted each category and did our predictions and everything. So we're gonna kind of go through each category and
Hmm.
according to the site at oscars.org, and I'm gonna say what our predictions were and who the category winner was. So you ready, Braden?
I'm ready.
Let's get
I'm
it,
ready,
bro.
Freddie.
All right. And
I feel
it's
like I
kind
have
of
a bet
looking
on the
back.
line right now.
Yeah. Looking back on these, bro, it's so I'm wondering why I like guess some of these too. So starting out with leading actor, actor in a leading role. Got Brendan Fraser, Austin Butler, Colin Farrell, Paul Mescal, and Bill Nye. And I predicted that Brendan Fraser would win in The Whale. Braden said Austin Butler and Elvis, which
Yeah, man.
you said
It was a
Brendan
screw up.
Fraser, and then you're like,
Yeah.
no, I think Austin's gonna get this one, bro. And Brendan Fraser wins that one, man. So that could have gone either way. I wanted Austin Butler to win so bad, dude,
See,
so bad.
we're like the Snickers or the Twix. Like you're the left, I'm the right.
Yeah.
I like really wanted Brendan to win, but I just was like, I thought the Hollywood Forward Press was gonna screw him and give it
Mm.
to Austin, but I'm really happy that he won. That's who I wanted, so I'm really happy that it ended up working out.
He has
I know.
probably the second best story in the Oscars behind Ki Kwan.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Austin deserved it a little more just because I respect biopics a lot more
mhm.
than original screenplays. In my opinion, that's just me. I know Braden thinks a little different, and that's what makes this podcast great, bro. You know.
What make diversity?
Yeah. So yeah, Braden takes leading actor, man, and then supporting actor. We have Ki Kwan. We both guessed Ki Kwan, and he takes supporting actor. Actor in a supporting role, and
It's not that I don't even think he
over.
deserves it either, but I know we
Yeah.
both kind of thought Barry Keoghan
Yeah, because it was
was
Barry Keoghan,
very impressive role.
Judd Hirsch, Brian T. Henry, and Brennan Gleeson. And
Hmm.
we both wanted Barry to win, and I know why Barry didn't win because people don't understand the like autism, and they don't understand that, or at least didn't see it in the light that me and Brayden both saw it in. I'm glad that he saw it in the same
Yeah.
way I did, which is actually really cool. You know, we think a
Yeah.
lot of the same, and I think Brayden can agree. I just don't think people respected it. I don't think people saw it in the
Yeah.
light that we saw it in, and if they did, they would notice that that was one of the best acting performances of the year and one of the best I've seen in a hot minute.
In a while,
Um,
long time. Yeah.
oh yeah, oh yeah. So Barry Keoghan, you deserve that, buddy, but it's okay. You're gonna win one day anyway. We know it.
Yeah.
Then we have actress in a leading role, man. Uh, so we both thought Michelle Yeoh was gonna win, and Michelle Yeoh
Yeah.
takes it. Michelle Yeoh
Yeah. I
takes it
was very
over
happy with that.
Kate Blanchett,
Yeah.
Ana
I didn't need to watch
Diarmas.
Tar.
Yep.
I was told in the comments I should have watched Tar, and I'm not a pro, but I guess I didn't need to watch it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't.
We're just saying. We're just saying. Yeah, we had our first hater. Feels good. Feels good, man. He's probably watching this
Feels
right
good,
now.
man.
What's up?
We love you.
Yeah, we love
I
you.
love you.
Ana Diarmas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough, and Michelle Williams all got nominated, but Michelle Yeoh takes it. And I think rightfully so there, man. I don't think that was really
Rightfully so,
close.
absolutely.
Yeah. And this next one, oh my God, this is the one that, oh, I'm so surprised with actress in a supporting role.
We were both right, I'm
Oh,
pretty sure.
no, we were not right. We actually were totally wrong.
Really?
So Jamie Lee Curtis takes it over Angela Bassett, Hong Chow, Carrie Condon, and
Oh, I
Stephanie
remember you
Sue.
went with Hong. We both went with Hong Chow.
No, you went with Stephanie
Or what,
Sue or
Stephanie?
Stephanie Hu or Sue, whatever her name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with Hong Chow. I did. We both did say
We
though.
both said we
Jamie
dude,
Lee
it was
Curtis is gonna win because of her name, And it's exactly what happened. Listen, Jamie, I love you. You've been
You're
in
awesome.
Hollywood for
You're
40 years now.
amazing.
I love you to death. You're a great person and a great
But you
actress.
were the most background character out of all of those
That's what
people.
I'm saying, man. Everybody thought Angela Bassett should have won in Black Panther, which
If Barry Keegan's
I,
not getting an Oscar, I'm sorry,
yeah,
Jamie Lee Curtis is not
yep.
getting an
You
Oscar.
said that in the best way possible, Brayden. You, dude, 100%. I'm with you there, dude.
And it's absolutely no disrespect.
Nope. It's a good category, man. Like I said, Angela Bassett and Hong Chow and all these
Take
people, and
Stephanie out of that movie and take Jane. Like, I understand, but like, well, who has the greater effect? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
just, I don't know.
No, I feel you, dude. I
But
100% agree with you.
congratulations, regardless.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
congratulations. But yeah, I picked Hong Chow, and Brayden picked Stephanie Sue. Stephanie should have won it for
Mhm.
sure. Unreal performance by her, and really
Absolutely.
all these people did a really good job. I mean, they all did great. But everybody was saying Angela Bassett should have won, which I think she's a phenomenal actress and has been great in a lot of
Yeah.
other things. But I think Stephanie Sue definitely should have taken the Oscar there, and I know Brayden agrees with me there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just a crazy. I cannot do. Even Jamie Lee Curtis couldn't believe it. Did you see her reaction?
She went,
She sat there like she literally went, "Oh my god!" Like she
couldn't believe
flipped
it.
out, and she definitely thought it was going to go to either Angela Bassett or Stephanie Sue. She knew it was going to go to
Yeah.
one of those, and she was so surprised. And that right there tells you something. I'm just saying.
Yeah. it
That's
just
probably
says,
the one I disagree with the most out of all these picks from last night.
low key, yeah, I might agree.
Yeah. Animated feature film, we both picked Pinocchio.
You're right.
Yeah, I know my boy Brayden wanted Puss in Boots to win, which, dude, I looked at the animation for that. It's awesome. The
And
animation looks really
I want to make
good.
a comment on that. I actually read a little article. They chose to choose that animation so they could have more creative like outlets to go with instead of going for more realistic. You know what I mean? And I thought that was actually really freaking cool, man.
It was very comic-y and cartoonish, and I thought it
Yeah.
worked really well and almost anime-ish. That's probably the best way to describe it. It's almost like anime, which the
hmm
fights look really good in the little clips they were showing, dude. We need to watch Puss in Boots, man. It
Yeah,
looked pretty
yeah, I'd be
cool.
down.
So yeah, Puss in Boots got it over Pinocchio.
It should have been Puss in
Guillermo
Boots.
del Toro's Pinocchio won over Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red.
Marcel the Shell
So yeah,
with the shoes on.
yeah, Marcel the Shell, Shoes On, bro.
Not with the shoes on.
Now it gets interesting. We got cinematography here. We had different picks here, man. All Quiet on the Western Front takes it over Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths. That's interesting. Elvis,
Handful.
Empire of Light, and Tar. And All Quiet took it. I said All Quiet took it. Brayden, you said Elvis.
Yeah, man. See, because like my wants, I just need to trust my gut more often. Because in the video, I bet you I said, because I said I wanted All Quiet to win, but then I told you this right before we started the episode. I felt like I was sucking the movie off too much. So then I was like, I need to be respectful towards, because like, I'm going to be honest. The fact that Elvis won nothing kind of like blows my mind. I
Mm.
I remember like it's like the same thing with the Brendan Fraser thing. I really wanted Brendan Fraser. I wanted All Quiet. I just didn't think that they do it. I should have trusted my
Unreal.
gut.
Unreal. Yeah, and we'll get to Elvis into another category here late, which I think you know which one I'm talking about, that I said that Elvis should win 100% and they didn't, which, whatever, which we'll get to in a little bit. I'm actually pretty mad about that one. But yeah, so yeah, cinematography, All Quiet takes it. I know Brayden wanted All Quiet to take it, and they did. He just thought Elvis might sneak one in there. And just a little bit of
They
just a
deserve
hook out of nowhere, you know what I
something,
mean? A
man.
right hook, you know? But I guess Austin Butler didn't land it. You know, he was too busy singing Trouble. But but yeah, so there you go. All Quiet takes that one, man. Costume design, we both said Black Panther, and Black Panther
You
did
influenced
win.
me on that one.
Yeah,
for
I did.
sure.
You almost said no, you said Elvis. You said Elvis at first, and then you went over to
Yeah,
Black
because
Panther.
the costumes were cool, and then you were
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
you were talking about
The
Black Panther. I was
African
like, that's a
culture
really good
and
idea.
yeah. So yeah,
This
Black
guy's
Panther got
smart.
it over Babylon, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. So good job to Black Panther
Poor Miss
there.
Harris.
Poor Miss Harris. She apparently did not ever get back from Paris, man. Next, we got directing. This was a pretty unanimous decision here. We both said Everything Everywhere All at Once over, and they did win over the Banshees of
Deserved.
Inisherin, The Fableman's Tar, and Triangle of Sadness, which Elvis should have been nominated for this, number one. And number two, I really wanted Banshees to win.
Really?
I really wanted Banshees to win. I look back because I rewatched the video of our predictions right before this to get all of our predictions out, and yeah, I said that Banshee should have, for me at least. Like I'm a big fan of those wide shots, and there's a lot of wide shots. I didn't really
Yeah.
enjoy the Banshees of Ed Sheeran as
Ed
a
Sheeran.
movie as much as Everything Everywhere All at Once, but I enjoyed the directing and the shots more. But
Mhm.
The Fablemans was one that you said you thought might take it because of Steven.
Yeah, I thought it was possible, but I'm glad I actually went with my gut on that one.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was. Hey, you know what?
It's just
It could
because
have gone
like
either way.
I'm a nice guy, man. I try to give these people the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, I haven't seen it. Maybe I'm just skimping on it. You know what I mean? Maybe
Mm.
it's got a chance. And then my gut's like, dude, just be smart. You know.
You know the right move. You know it.
You know. Open your door. Open your
uh,
door.
open your. So that's directing category for us, man. Next we got is the film editing. Well, actually, no, sorry. I'm going to go through the two that we didn't do. There's two categories that we didn't do predictions on. Documentary feature film. Navalny, I think is what it's called. Won over All That Breeze, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed, Fire of Love, and A House Made of Splinters. And the documentary short film, The Elephant Whisperers, took it over Haul Out, How Do You Measure a Year, The Martha Mitchell Effect, and Stranger at the Gate. So there you go, the winners for that. Film editing, like I said, this is where This is where I get a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie. This one and the supporting actress in a supporting actress role or whatever. Everything Everywhere All at Once takes it over Banshees of Inisherin, Ed Sheeran, Elvis, Tar, and Top Gun Maverick. Brayden, we both said Elvis here. And there's a reason why we said Elvis, because the editing is what made that movie great. Obviously, Austin Butler did as well, and so did Baz Luhrmann. But Baz Luhrmann is obviously involved in the editing room, and that's what made this movie something. The fact that this movie did not win editing is unreal to me. Listen, I'm someone who I can understand different perspectives and different nominees and how they won. I genuinely don't understand this. Now, Everything Everywhere All at Once was done really well. And Brayden pointed out a few things about the split screen with the different universes. That was cool, man. And the pacing, there's a lot going on. But come on, bro. It's a Baz Luhrmann movie. If any Baz Luhrmann movie you watch, you sit there and you're along for a ride, bro.
It's almost like, and it's so sad that we predicted the ones that were gonna make it, and just like as real fans and stuff, we had real passion for other stuff. It's so upsetting because I know you and me both were even said it's like it's probably gonna take it.
Yeah.
Like why do we feel that way? It's gonna take it. It's probably gonna take it. But yeah, I totally agree with you. Absolutely. I that's what I really love about not only just biopics, but well, and when you really look at it, a lot of most biopics are musical, but I love that because you always get these cool editing shots from like stage. Just like I love seeing always, and they did a lot in Elvis, going from different like parts of him on stage, and he's different in costumes and like, and it's like the whole like revolving camera. It's so cool,
It
dude.
is.
And you just get the whole different elements of his life all in like 30 seconds, but it's the same age, and then you get 70. Yeah, it's just super cool. I thought that movie, that's what I really love about biopics. And Baz, yeah, I totally agree.
Baz.
Baz. It's so crazy that he didn't get nominated for Best Director. Like he should have at least been nominated. That actually blows my mind. But yeah, the
You're
editing
really
was
about to make me
phenomenal.
watch Elvis tonight, bro. I'm about to watch some Elvis, my boy. I am,
Yo,
dude.
dude, you know
I'm
what's
a
so funny? I
huge
was gonna
Elvis
watch
fan.
Scream. I was gonna watch
You
Scream
watch
1 tonight.
Scream? I might do it too,
Just
actually,
rewatch
bro.
it.
I was thinking about watching Scream. because that's the one movie I didn't rewatch because I've seen it so many times. Getting ready
Yeah.
for Scream 6, but no, dude, like you said everything perfectly, dude. You brought up a really good point. The scene where he puts his like arms out like this and it goes through the 17 different
Yes.
costs. Oh, beautiful,
Ah,
beautiful.
dude,
I'm getting
I
chills,
love
bro.
that. 'Cause they do
Yes,
that in the
man.
Rocket Man movie,
Dude,
and that's why I love that movie,
that Baz
dude.
Luhrmann
Yes,
probably
that's one of
took
the same
inspiration.
things.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude, it's
I like
so
that.
cool, man.
And
And that's what I watched Elvis, and I was like, yes,
no, I'm with
yes.
you, bro. No, I was no, I'm in agreement, bro. And even like when he's on tour and he's going from destination to destination in the map, and it was all just
Yes.
boom, 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 and it's a lot to take in. But Baz Luhrmann and the editors Matt Villa and Jonathan Redman did it in a way that just was so effective. And
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful film, man. And aesthetically, one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen. When it
Yeah.
comes to art. And I know Brayden feels the same way when it comes to editing, man. And the
Absolutely.
fact that everything, once again, me and Brayden loves everything everywhere all at once a lot more than me, and he can even admit that Elvis just was on a different level. But what do you think about
The fact that
everything winning
Elvis
though, man?
got nominated for nothing actually, or I mean, not
Winning,
sorry,
yeah.
won nothing. Like that's terrible. Like that is actually like kind of insulting. You
Hmm.
know what I mean?
But Top Gun
And
Maverick
as
did.
much, I mean, I called it, but
You
that's
did call
still it's
it.
bullshit.
I
Some
called it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I should, dude. Honestly, like it's so funny. I think you and me would have probably gotten every single one right if we went with our intuition.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I think so too. I just like that was. Let's
It's
see.
like,
On this entire list, I only guessed. I guess Elvis 3 times, or no, yeah,
mhm.
3 times. And two of those was just me wanting to like just do it out of emotion. But I just felt like I needed to give it something, because it's so they were put up against some really
Disrespectful.
tough
It's
movies.
disrespectful,
Yeah,
man.
man. So what do you think about everything winning it though? Everything everywhere all at once. You think they like deserved it?
I, uh, I remember like I said, I brought up a lot of the cool shots that it had. Do I think it deserved it entirely over Elvis? I don't know. I'd have to watch them back to back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like it's kind of one of those things like when I watch fights and I'm like I'm like it could have gone either way. Like literally if that guy won, I wouldn't have been upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I look at it and I'm like I could have totally seen everything being the other winner. But if there was someone else to win, it should have been Elvis. Like there's no I wish you could have seen like because somebody literally asked me, they didn't understand how the Oscars work. They were like, is there like a second place ranking that you see? And I was like, that'd be pretty cool just to get to see like what do the people think, but at the same time defeats purpose. So
Well,
it's like
there's voters though. They vote, right? So there has to be a
mhm,
second place for sure.
exactly. So like it'd
Um,
be cool to see, you know what I mean, who
yeah.
came up short and why. But I think you know what I mean. It's like one of
Elvis
those.
definitely got second, 100%.
It had to have.
Yeah.
It had to have.
And Elvis probably got second in a lot of these. Austin definitely got second with Best Leading Actor. Like
Yep.
there's a lot of these that they came close with, but just some of these other movies just pulled through a little bit more.
Mhm.
And to be fair to them, Everything Everywhere All at Once is a generational movie and done really well.
Absolutely.
So it's hard to kind of line up with that. But yeah, so that's our thoughts on the editing, man. International feature film. All Quiet on the Western Front takes it over Argentina 1985. What happened in Argentina in 1985? Close.
Yeah, man. What
Belgium.
happened to Argentina? I want to know. I still want to know.
EO from Poland and The Quiet Girl from Ireland. Why is she quiet?
Why is she quiet?
So yeah, we
Dude, that was
both.
one of my favorite segments. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I
no,
love that. I
that
love
little
that part of the
TikTok,
episode.
yeah,
Yeah,
So yeah, we both picked All Quiet. I mean, that's just
absolutely.
such a good movie. And the more I think about it, the more I want to rewatch it because it was just beautiful. A lot of good
Hmm.
movies, man. A lot of good movies on here. Like there's years in the Oscars where it's like, does that really deserve to be up there? But there's so a lot of
Absolutely.
good films, dude. That like
No, I totally
they're
agree. This is one
beautiful.
of the best Oscars. I just wish it's hard because like I feel like everything is so deserving, but then like I wish all these other ones they're so good they should have gotten
Yeah,
some
something.
awards too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Next one we have is makeup and hairstyling. The Whale takes it over. All Quiet on the Western Front. The Batman. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Elvis. Yeah, The Whale takes it, man.
Very happy with that.
We both picked Elvis to take it over the Whale,
Mhm.
but the Whale got the win. Um,
We were very torn up
we
about
were
this one
very
though.
because I remember we both said all quiet, and then we were like fat suits, and
The
we're like,
fat suit,
oh man,
amazing.
and that's what kind
But
of
then like you make such a
took us
good
out of it.
point, like it's kind of annoying because like I love The Whale and I know I love that movie a lot more than Logan does. And I even said like the fact that they like I mentioned so much that 600-pound suit, like that is amazing that they had him in that. Like it was crazy to see that. And I think people that are like repulsed by it, that's the point. You're supposed to be repulsed by it. But Logan makes such a phenomenal point. You go through literally three generations of Elvis, and like he does look like he ages completely throughout the movie. You know
With
what I
a
mean?
good fat suit as well. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and it's not even CGI work as much. You know what I
mhm.
mean? So I don't know, man. I think that's a little bit of a snub. Like, I definitely like this one is a little bit less of how I felt about the film editing. Like that could have gone either way. Like I kind of feel like they should have waited maybe a little bit more to Elvis, but regardless, like I don't know.
No,
I can
but
see it. I
here
can see why. It's a fat
I'll
suit.
I'll tell you why, because it's the focal point of the movie. The fat suit is the
Exactly.
Whale, while the fat suit wasn't the point of Elvis. It was only in the final 30
You're right.
seconds of it. But still, you're seeing this. Elvis. He always had the crazy hair. He had the makeup on. He had all these different things, and Austin Butler gained some weight for the later sequences in the 40s for Elvis. Like there's a generational thing going on here, and I felt like it did a lot of what the Whale did when it came to makeup and hairstyling, but just went a little further with it. But once
Hmm.
again, the fat suit was probably the best fat suit I've ever seen in the Whale, so I understand why it took it. I don't think one was necessarily deserving over the other, um,
Yeah.
on like a grand scale, but I think that Elvis might have should have taken it, especially since they didn't win anything.
Yeah. This is a good category where they could have given it to them, but
Yeah,
I understand where they kind of they should have honestly nominated the Whale for more things. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I feel like,
yeah,
and that's where it's like, I feel like they tried to compensate for the
yeah,
fact they only nominated him for two or three
yeah.
categories.
No, I'm with you. I'm
So
with you. But then you got Elvis. It's like they didn't win anything, so it's
crazy.
yeah. Next one we got is original score. Man, the music. All Quiet on the Western Front wins over Babylon, the Banshees of Ed Sheeran, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and the Fablemans. um, yeah. Dude, Brayden picked Babylon last second. You were
Yeah, man.
going to pick all. No, I think at first you said Banshees. And then
Yeah.
you're like, actually, All Quiet might take it. And then you're like, you know what? Babylon, baby. I'm gonna go. You said you're gonna go on just a crazy,
Yeah,
crazy thing. You're
dude.
gonna say
I want some
Babylon.
variety. I wanted a variety in my
Yeah,
picks.
yeah.
Dude, I hate
Um,
myself sometimes.
no, if it makes you feel any better, I picked Fablemans because it was a Steven Spielberg movie, and I thought that, and
Yeah.
also, dude, it's John Williams. Like, I was like, all right, this is gonna be
Yeah.
insane. Even though he was going against Justin Hurwitz and all these other incredible, music composers, I was like, dude, it's John Williams. Like, he's gonna do something crazy
Yeah.
here. I guess he just didn't do enough, compared to All
Hmm.
Quiet, which All Quiet was good, sure, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm very happy for them.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I just felt like I was sucking it off too much, but now I don't feel too bad anymore.
No, 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 no,
I
not
don't
at
feel
all,
too bad
dude.
anymore.
Not at all. I personally thought it was recency bias as well, but no, dude, you were on definitely a roll there, man. You're on a roll there, bro. Next one we got is music, an original song. This one came out of the blue.
I'm actually, dude,
Not
and
too,
this
not too.
really it's really inspiring for me being like still on the indie scene, like knowing that's like that kind of thing is achievable on that level. You know what I mean?
It's that's
It's
an
the
indie.
first time. Yeah, it was the very first time an indie film has ever been like won an award at the Oscar for like musical for original score. I don't know if it was like best like only like only award an indie's ever won, but for original score it's the first time
That's
anyone's
cool.
won in that category. Yeah, I thought that was super awesome.
Y-
And I
y-
was like, yo, proud of them. And he sang his whole speech.
Yeah, well, I saw that, and then they performed
Hmm.
during the show as well, so that was pretty cool to see. But I really thought, we both thought the Rihanna song would take it. And so
Yeah.
these are the nominees. Natu from RRR wins over Applause from Tell It Like a Woman, Hold My Hand from Top Gun, Lift Me Up from Black Panther, and This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once, which that's actually not a good song at all. I listened to that song again. I think they even performed it.
Just trash.
Dude, it was not good. No, it's not good.
Shit freaking booty
It's
cheeks.
actually really, like, it fits with the movie well because it's weird, but I was like, I was cringing. But no, so I thought Lift Me Up would take it because it's Rihanna's first song in years, so I don't know how it didn't win, but
I kind of agree. I
good
thought it
job,
was that or
Natu
Lady
Natu.
Gaga just because of the name.
It's Lady Gaga, yeah. And she was
Proud of
there.
them. Yeah, like I
so
said,
good job,
that's
Natu
very
Natu.
inspiring.
Yep. Cool, man. Next one we have is Best Picture, or should we do that? Should we do that one last? Okay. Production design is gonna be the next one. We'll come back to Best Picture. You just went, yeah. All Quiet on the Western Front wins over Avatar: The Way of Water, Babylon,
The Way of
Elvis, and The Fablemans. Let's see where we're at now. Production design, we both said All Quiet won, so good for us, man. Look at us.
Yeah, dude, I had a good feeling.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned Babylon, I think, because it was like a generational thing, like a periodic thing. And then I said Elvis, as always. But we both knew it's a war, bro, and some of those atmospheres you were in was pretty dope.
Yeah.
All Quiet. So good stuff for All Quiet on winning.
No, yeah,
production
dude,
design.
I loved the design of the whole thing was amazing, and you felt immersed in the entire thing throughout the entire movie, even when you're running through the farm, running away from
You're right,
Crazy Man. Yeah, you just felt immersed in the entire everywhere you were at.
dude.
So
My favorite part of them winning all this though is like seeing the actors and everybody up on stage from All Quiet. Like,
dude,
they're from Germany, and this is just such a big moment for them. You know what I mean? It's a German movie, and they're on stage in the biggest thing in film.
I followed quite a few of them on Instagram after the movie because I liked it so much.
I want to follow the guy with the mustache, bro. What's his? I forgot his
Yes,
name.
I
The one
followed
guy
him.
that got shot.
I want to say it's not Ken. Is it Ken? Or
Kim Jong-un.
Ken. Wait, what is his name, man? I can't think, but
He was a good
besides the
actor. Yeah,
point.
he did a really good job. He's my favorite
Yeah.
character in the movie. Next one we have is short film animated. We actually just took a guess on this one.
Yeah.
So The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse won over The Flying Sailor, Ice Merchants, My Year of Dicks, and
that
An
what we
Ostrich
guessed?
Told Me the World is Fake, and I think I believe it. No, we both said A Year of Dicks.
Oh, absolutely. Never
You
mind.
you brought up The Boy, the Mole,
The Boy
the
and
Fox,
the Horse.
and the Horse,
Yeah.
whatever. But the name,
But
The Year
then
of
it's-
Dicks, caught our attention.
I know exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
the only rightful winner.
Yeah.
I'm upset now.
Yeah, this is terrible, man. They snubbed him. Actually, this is the worst one.
Stumped him.
Messed up stuff, man. Next one we have is short film.
Worst.
Yeah. We're gonna revolt against the Oscars now. I'm gonna go on Twitter and be mad. Short film, live action, An Irish Goodbye, which, by the way, we guessed, baby. We guessed An Irish
serious?
Goodbye, and it won. We had no idea
it's
what these
just got
movies
that.
were.
It's got that tail to it. It's
Yeah,
got
dude.
that tail to it, baby.
Yeah, man. We both like synchronized, said it's An Irish Goodbye. Like, we both like just said it, so it's pretty cool that we both just thought of it. But they won over Invalu,
Let's go.
Le Poupel, Night Ride, Le Poupel, Night Ride, and The Red Suitcase, man. So good job, Irish Goodbye. Thanks for getting us a W there, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I was so
WW.
proud. Yeah.
W.
Pause. The Sound. So this is Sound. The Sound. This is Sound, man. Top Gun. Maverick wins over All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, and Elvis. Let's see, man. So Brayden, guessed Top Gun. He guessed Top Gun, and then I guessed All Quiet. So last second, Brayden switched to Top Gun because he was thinking about the Number one, he said that Top Gun deserved one. He knew that Top Gun would take one. They would kind of like. I mean, we were talking about that.
Sneak
Remember,
one, bro.
we were talking about that. We were like, I think throughout the entire prediction process, we were like, Top Gun's gonna steal one. And then Brayden said, "Yep, this is where they're gonna steal it right here." And he was right. And Top Gun took it, man. So good job by you. I just thought, which I think that All Quiet should have won this one though. Come on, man. There was gunfire. Yeah, okay. Top Gun has airplanes. Cool.
Just
You know what I mean?
play.
Like, dude, All Quiet. Yeah, exactly. All Quiet, bro. Go watch the Disney Pixar movie Planes. You know what I mean?
Yo,
You know, dude,
good movie.
I've never seen it, actually. Is it good?
It's pretty good. I liked it.
Okay.
I think you should see it.
I bet. Yeah, we're going to do a review now next week. All Quiet deserved it, though, with the gunfire and the tanks and the flamethrowers. You know what I mean? Like, all that was just
The
cool.
flamethrowers, dude.
And,
that was so realistic.
Just watch the people burn, man. Interesting stuff. So yeah, I think they deserved it. I think All Quiet
Interesting
deserved it.
things.
Whatever. So yeah, there you go, man. Good job, Brayden.
Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Visual effects. We both said Avatar, and I don't really have to speak much on this. They won over All Quiet, Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and Top Gun Maverick. They deserved it. I mean, it's all
you said
CGI.
That, and I was like, I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, the second closest, maybe All Quiet. But then you have Top Gun too. A lot of the planes were like CGI.
I was gonna say
sometimes.
those are the two. Those are the two that I could think maybe.
I mean, I don't know, but Marvel uses a lot of CGI too. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna go with Avatar just won by a mile. It's not even close. So we can go ahead and move on to the next one. Writing adapted screenplay. So these are scripts that they adapted. I don't know why I just rephrased that
This
the
was
same
Woman
exact
Talking,
way.
right?
Yeah, Woman Talking won
Didn't expect
over
that.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, Living, and Top Gun Maverick. I haven't seen Woman Talking, so I can't really speak on it.
Yeah,
but
we didn't get to watch it.
both picked All Quiet, which probably did deserve it, but whatever. Writing original screenplay. Winner was Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. What's New? Over The Banshees of Ed Sheeran, The Fabelmans, Tar, Triangle of Sadness.
I love the Banshees of Ed Sheeran. Bro.
Yeah, dude, that's iconic at this point. So yeah, writing original screenplay. We have Everything Everywhere All at Once. I took that. Let's see what we picked. You picked Fabelmans. You said Fabelmans would take the win.
Yeah, dude, because it was Spielberg.
Yeah. And you thought that they'd give it to Spielberg because he didn't think he was going to win any other one. I said Everything Everywhere All at Once. And yeah, there you go. That's who took it. Wow. Dude, that's crazy, bro. The Fabelmans would have been a good pick,
though. You're smacking me on the list here. You're smacking me on the list here. I with my gut a little more.
I think I did take you by about 2. But there was a few that you kind of got me back on. You kind of got back, and now we got the final one, bro. The best picture.
We both called it.
Let me find that. Oh, we did we?
Sure.
Best picture. Yep, Everything Everywhere All at Once. We both had it over All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Ed Sheeran, Elvis, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun Maverick, Triangle of Sadness, and Woman Talking.
I won. I remember I literally said, I was like, I want Everything Everywhere, and you were like, and I was like, but I think Everything's gonna take it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, did they deserve it? You know, a part of me says yes. I'm gonna open this back up and look at the nominations again. A part of me says yes. I forgot who I said that I wanted to win.
I just want to say that when I first saw Elvis, man, like that was clear-cut victor in my mind when I first originally saw that movie. Like I thought Elvis was like easily taking Best Picture. I thought that movie was going to sweep when I first saw it, and that's why I think I gave it so many awards. And it's just unfortunate because I think that's like I honestly think Elvis probably got second in this category. If I had to put,
I don't agree. If you're doing your own ranking,
yeah,
okay, yeah, I filled out. I think All Quiet probably got second though. And I think All Quiet should have won this, to be honest. I think,
hey man,
I think All Quiet was better.
I was locking it off.
Yeah.
I was like,
no, you were. And to be honest, like I don't think I picked All Quiet. I don't think I wanted, or I obviously didn't pick it, but I don't think I wanted All Quiet to win. But sitting here though, I'm looking at this. I like All Quiet better as a movie.
I
And
might have to agree with you, to be
yeah,
honest.
I got
Like
it.
I said, there's moments I thought of like you and some of my other friends. It was just,
What you thought of me?
yeah, oh,
Oh,
absolutely every
oh,
day of the week.
oh my God.
Every day of the
Uh,
week. You're just really
yeah,
relatable, and maybe that's just because it's our age. You know what I mean? We're so
yeah,
close to
yeah.
the
And going to
same
war and
age.
stuff, bro. Getting separated from your
Yeah.
family, being excited and realizing the
Leaving
traumatic
high
stuff that's
school.
with it, bro. Yeah, seeing your
Yeah.
friends die in front of you and their heads blown off.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man. Yeah. I think I said I wanted Elvis to win because I enjoyed Elvis the most out of all these movies. But out of an artistic standpoint, All Quiet should have taken this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like, sorry guys, I respect Everything Everywhere All at Once though. I respect it. I knew it was gonna win. I respect it getting the win. I think it deserves it, but I think All Quiet deserves a little bit more, just a little bit.
I think in terms of a well done movie, I think yes, maybe I would agree with you. But I get what you're saying in terms of the story and like how it is. Like All Quiet is very,
Yeah.
very good,
Very well done, bro.
very well done.
Very well done. So yeah, that's it, bro. This is more of a
That's it,
shorter
man.
episode. We were an hour and 20 um in, so not too
Really?
long. Yeah, actually pretty short. But
Pretty speedy.
it's like I said, it's good to have these episodes after like a crap ton of 2.5 hours. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But no, yeah. I had a really good time at the or not at the Oscars, but a good time watching the Oscar.
We were there, front
One
row
day,
seats.
baby, one
Yes,
day. I sit
sir.
next to Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. A lot of drama there. But yeah, I had a good time watching. It was a pretty good job. Jimmy Kimmel actually did a better job than I thought he was gonna do. He did a good job. Actually, did a really good job.
Yeah,
He
dude,
was
he
he
had a
was pretty
super
funny.
long monologue.
His monologue was super long, but it was funny. He had some good. He talked about
Yeah,
Babylon, how they lost $100 million. A lot of funny stuff. He of course the Will Smith smack jokes. That there was a lot of
came up
those, but he ended it
too
with
much, too
Oscars
much.
without an incident, and he put it down to 1.
I love that.
A
That
0.
found me, bro.
That was
That
actually pretty
found
funny.
me.
That was
That was
funny.
funny.
But yeah, no, good Oscars overall. I had a good time with it. Not too. There's probably
Absolutely.
2 to 3 categories that I think were bad. The winners were bad, like a bad choice. I thought there was 3 snubs overall, which
Absolutely.
isn't too
I
bad
can agree
because
with
a
that.
lot of times there's a lot worse. There's a lot more sometimes.
Yeah,
But there's only like 3 snubs I think that took it away from
I
others.
totally agree with you. I mean, you can hear it from basically even how we were talking. Like, our intuition, I think we would have probably gotten every single one of them right. Because I think like how
Yeah.
we were talking on most of them, you know what I mean?
Mm,
I mean, we got most of them right. Like you said, you edged me by like 2, I think.
yeah.
Um, but when we were talking about it, like I feel like in our hearts we knew who was gonna win, but
Mm.
we just kind of like had that hope for these certain categories. So I think it was very well done. Like I agree. I don't feel like anybody, like I said, besides the two to three categories.
Yeah,
Oh, Jay.
which will
No,
not be
sorry.
named. Yep. But no, yeah, I'm with you, bro. It was good overall. It was good overall. But yeah, Brayden, we did the Scream review, we did the acting news, and then we did our Oscars reaction, bro. So what
Where's
do
Scream
you?
at the Oscars? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, man, come on, we're
What's
Scream
going on,
5,
man?
bro. Halloween ends, man. You know.
Halloween ends.
I'm joking, please no. But yeah, dude. Oh, also a little bit of acting news before we go.
Oh yeah.
Matthew, I don't know why don't we talk about this?
Oh,
The
the Five Nights at Freddy's?
Five Nights at Freddy's cast got
Yes.
announced. Do you have it on your phone? The other people, I don't know the other people. But I do
Yes. And you know
know
what's funny?
Matthew
I know
Lillard.
someone. I know someone. Her cousin is actually in the film.
That's dope.
Yeah, I thought that
That's
was
cool,
pretty
man.
cool.
But yeah, Matthew Lillard's gonna be in it, dude, which is awesome. I don't know. Did they start? I don't know if they started filming yet or not. But that just
I'm
gets
not
me
sure.
hyped, man. Matthew Lillard's
Yeah,
awesome.
I got it pulled up here. So you have Matthew Lillard as William Afton, Josh Hutcherson as Mike Schmidt. That's pretty cool.
Yes,
That's the
Josh
phone guy.
Hutcherson, dude. Oh, really? He's the
Yeah.
phone dude?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Dude, I have like all the FNAF games on my phone. I haven't played them in so long, so forgive me if I'm
Yeah,
mistaken, if I'm flipping one of them. I'm pretty sure Mike's either the camera guy or he's the phone guy. I can't remember.
that's cool.
Um, but then you have Piper Rubio, that's one of the child actors. Mary Stuart Masterson, just says female villain. Elizabeth Lale, William
Probably Chica.
Defoe. Yeah,
Whoa!
William
Oh my
Dafoe.
god, dude, what?
Yes, dude.
No way.
It doesn't say who he's playing, but says he's attached to the movie.
Bro.
Super crazy, right?
William Dafoe, Josh Hutcherson, dude, I'm there, bro.
So we have
I am
Dane DeHaan
there. Take my
or
money.
Dane DeHaan,
Take my money.
Shepard Boylan, and then Brett Gelman.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Dude, this is insane.
a stacked cast, man.
Blumhouse
For
ain't, dude, Jason
Five
Blum ain't
Nights
playing
at
around.
and it's Blumhouse too,
Yeah,
dude. Blumhouse
take
is,
my money.
and that's what I love. They're doing a video game. They're starting the video game adaptions, dude. With that, like Dead by Daylight, like I'm super excited.
Which is so
I'm so
funny that all this
excited.
is coming out after we did our video game adaptations thing.
Yeah, right. That's
It's
so weird.
hilarious, yeah. We're seeing, and The Last of Us, I think, is really the big leader in that. You know, there's some
I
other
know.
ones that
I
obviously
need to catch
did
up
it,
on
but
that.
yeah, the finale came out 2 days ago or last
Yeah,
night. I
yeah.
haven't seen any of it though. But yeah, man. So that's another little bit of acting news. Brayden, you have anything else to tell all the people out there, all the homies?
Just want to say we appreciate you guys. We can't wait to see your comments. I want to see more comments.
Should have watched
Maybe-
Tar, bro.
Yeah, maybe I should watch Tar. No, but I want to see your guys' predictions. Do you agree with us? What did you guys think of the Oscars? Do you think people got snubbed? Do you think Tar got snubbed? Do you think do you think it was rightful?
That took a
Yeah.
minute. Oh, dude, that's great.
Do you think
Oh,
everybody
man.
was rightfully chosen? Give us your list in the comments below. We love to hear it,
Mhm.
sincerely. And I'm just excited to do next year's review already. Like, you know what I mean? I can't
Yeah,
wait to see all
dude.
the cool movies coming
They're
out next
crazy.
year.
Bro, that's what
But
I'm saying, man.
yeah, man. I hope you guys, if you haven't already, go see Scream. Give us your reviews, and if you have any more actors news that we missed this week, send it through.
Yes,
Put it in
DM
the
us. Our
website.
Instagrams are right up here. Oh wait, yep, right here. Up here, man. Brayden's pointing in the right area. Good job, dude. Yep, right
Let's
there.
go, let's go.
And you guys go ahead and DM us there, and we will definitely get back to you on acting news and all that stuff. So we really do appreciate the support. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Spotify, those are the two platforms we're on. Follow or subscribe, whatever it is on that platform for us, and hit that little bell notification on YouTube so you're notified every time we do post a video. Because we do we do our main episodes, but then we do like smaller little clips and stuff, whether it's a review or a rank, whatever it is. So yeah, always hit that bell notification so you're notified for that.
Bing, bing, bing.
Follow us on TikTok, Actors
TikTok?
POV Pod. We
Actors
do little
POV
funny
pod.
clips on there, man. Go support that, and let's see, man. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we're gonna do interviews here in the next couple months, so it'll be fun. We're gonna bring on some guests.
Some guests.
Some
Have a lot of
guests.
good, awesome people in the works.
Oh yes, so be ready. And yeah, we love you guys, man. Thank you so much for listening, and
All the love.
we'll see you next
Sweet,
week.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
Pieces.